How does a perfectly modern, advanced jetliner just disappear? No mayday, no final goodbye, just silence. One moment cruising over the Atlantic, the next gone. Not a single soul knew where it went. But what if I told you? The answer wasn't in the ocean. It was inside the cockpit all along. The weather didn't cause it. The engines didn't fail. There was no hijacking, no missile, just silence, followed by shock. And this wasn't a third world carrier. This was Air France, a major airline, a trusted aircraft, an elite crew. And still, it vanished. Welcome to Aeroverse. If you are interested in aviation stories, then smash that subscribe button for more. The Airbus A330-200, a marvel of modern engineering, twin engine, long range, designed to practically fly itself. Trusted by airlines across the world, and Air France trusted it too. Captain Marc Dubois. Name, Marc Dubois. Gender, male. Age at time of flight, 58. Rank, captain, pilot in command. Airline, Air France. Total flight hours, over 11,000. With him, First Officer David Robert, age 37, experienced and sharp. And co-pilot, Pierre-Cedric Bonin, the youngest in the cockpit, 32, still gaining confidence. 3 pilots, 3 minds, 1 mission. Fly from Rio de Janeiro to Paris. Marc was calm, Robert was confident, Bonin was eager. But no one questioned the hierarchy. No one expected the unexpected. And sometimes, that's all it takes. June 1st, 2009. Flight 447 prepares to depart. 228 people on board, 216 passengers, 12 crew members. Each with a boarding pass, a purpose, and a destination. Safety checks complete. Doors close. Pushback begins. The aircraft taxi's engines spool takeoff, smooth and powerful. The A330 lifts into the sky, heavy with fuel, steady with purpose. Clear skies, calm cabin. To passengers, just another overnight flight. But deep inside the systems, subtle factors begin to align, setting the stage for a chain reaction no one could predict. Cruising at 35,000 feet, cabin dimmed, passengers resting, flight attendants wrapping up service. Outside, total darkness, below cold ocean, above scattered stars. The plane enters the intertropical convergence zone, a region infamous for storms. Turbulence here isn't rare. The aircraft and crew are trained for it. In the cockpit, all appears normal. But ahead, storm cells form, ice crystals gather at high altitudes, and the aircraft's sensors are about to face their biggest challenge. As the jet flies deeper into the storm, ice begins forming. Not on the wings, but on the Pitot tubes. Tiny instruments that measure airspeed. Once blocked, the readings go blank. Airspeed unknown. The autopilot disengages. Suddenly, control returns to human hands. Bonin takes over, but instead of holding level, he pulls back. The aircraft climbs, dangerously. Warnings flash. But Bonin doesn't understand. His instincts take control. One pull, one mistake. That sent the plane and 228 souls into an invisible spiral. Stall, stall, the warning blares. But Bonin doesn't believe it. They're flying high, engines sound normal. How can they be stalling? The nose keeps rising, speed keeps falling. Robert sees it but doesn't act. He questions, but hesitates. Marc Dubois isn't in the cockpit yet. 3 trained pilots, but in that moment, no leadership, only silence, only doubt. And in aviation, hesitation kills. In the cabin, everything feels fine. Smooth ride, calm air, and routine service. Passengers reading, sleeping, unaware that disaster is unfolding just meters ahead. No turbulence, no announcements. Just silence as the jet quietly enters aerodynamic danger. Captain Dubois returns. What he sees stuns him. Altitude 38,000 feet. Airspeed critical. Stall warning active. He gives a clear order. Push the nose down. Bonin doesn't. Too much time has passed. They've already lost thousands of feet. They're not flying, they're falling. But Bonin doesn't believe it. Marc tries to correct. But confusion, miscommunication. and blind trust in automation. It's too late. The captain walked into chaos and couldn't pull them out. From 38,000 feet to 10,000. In just 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Deep stall. Nose high, speed low. Engines screaming useless. The aircraft isn't flying, it's plummeting. Robert tries to level the wings. Marc shouts commands. Bonin pulls back gain. No one is aligned. No checklist, no teamwork. No aviate, navigate, communicate. Only panic. Then impact. 2:14 a.m. UTC. Flight 447 hits the Atlantic Ocean tail first. The aircraft shatters on impact, 228 lives lost. No survivors, no signal, no floating wreckage. The ocean swallows it whole. Just an entry in the log missing. Paris awaits. But Flight 447 never comes. Families wait at Charles de Gaulle in silence. No answers. Search and rescue begins. Brazilian, French, and American teams scour the ocean. But it's like chasing a ghost. No distress call. No beacon. No debris field. 2 years. That's how long it took to find the black boxes. Until then, theories filled the skies. When the black boxes were found, they told the real story. No explosion, no attack, no structural failure, just human error. Bonin kept pulling back, over and over. No one stopped him, not out of neglect, but out of confusion. The voice recorder captured it all. Silence, contradiction, and one haunting phrase, "I don't understand what's going on." The A330 is highly automated. Pilots often act as managers, not flyers. But when automation fails, the pilot must fly. Flight 447 proved the painful truth. Automation makes us rusty. Manual flying, stall recovery. Basics every pilot learns but rarely uses. Today, this flight is replayed in simulators. And instructors ask, would you have done better? In most cases, the answer is chilling. 228 souls lost from over 30 countries. Among them, business travelers, students' families, airline staff. Each seat held a story, a purpose, a life. Investigators later identified every single person. This wasn't just a crash, it was a human tragedy that forever changed aviation. Flight 447 forced change. Pitot tubes redesigned. Training programs overhauled, manual flying hours. Increased stall recovery, drilled repeatedly. Crew resource management reinforced. Now, even the youngest pilot is trained to speak up. Because in the air, silence kills. And rank doesn't save lives. From tragedy came transformation. From failure came clarity. Flight 447 wasn't just a crash. It was a warning. A reflection of blind faith in automation. A reminder that technology alone isn't enough. To the 228th on board, you are not forgotten. If this story moved you, if it made you feel the weight of each decision, then you understand why Arrowverse exists. Subscribe to Arrowverse, where the skies speak and we listen.